Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel, Fantasy Lorenzo.
Wait, what did you say?
Fantasy Lorenzo.
Have a good one.
You guys better subscribe and watch my friend on his YouTube channel. He is kicking ass.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of the Season 3 finale of Wynonna Earp on Syfy, which was called Daddy Lessons, and the second part to it being War Paint. So yeah, pretty cool that it was a two-part finale for Wynonna Earp. When I first looked on demand, I was like, okay, I don't think I'm that behind. I don't think I'm 2 episodes behind. But then, it was a two-parter, so that slipped my mind for some reason. But yeah, I do apologize for the lateness of this review anyway. But I definitely didn't want to miss out completely on doing a video on the Season 3 finale. Because Season 3 I really enjoyed a lot. I really plan on being more being more focused on getting reviews of the show out during Season 4 next year, because I really, again, do enjoy the show, and I think Season 3 has probably been its best so far. It just combines a lot of great, excuse me, it just combines a lot of great elements with, of course, its signature humor, but it's always had touches of serious moments where we can invest in the characters or their relationship when it comes down to it. But Season 3 now more than ever, I think, really drove these characters home, and some great acting from Melanie Scrofano as always, and the others. And Wynonna Earp is really a show to keep your eye on, and I'm really eager to see what they do with it in Season 4. Now these 2 episodes, they threw a lot at us, so I'm not going to be able to get into everything. So feel free to comment below, and you can definitely talk about it more. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, the first Daddy Lessons I'd probably give like around an 8.5, 8.6 out of 10. And then as I went into the second part of it with War Paint, I'd probably give it closer to like a 9, 9.3, somewhere in there. I just enjoyed it more and more as I went along, and both episodes went together pretty seamlessly. Now the twist with Charlie being the angel, I thought was a little out of left field, I guess. But at least it sort of added more purpose, to the character in the first place, who earlier in the season just felt like a monkey wrench just randomly tossed between Wynonna and Doc. Who keep flip-flopping all season. Again, I hope they kind of calm down on that, with Doc being a vampire now. I hope him and Wynonna's relationship isn't so much going back and forth the next season, because that does kind of get to me on the show. It does annoy me a little bit after a while. Like they have some really touching personal moments, but then something happens and they're pissed at each other again. So I hope they kind of dial that back a bit. But I guess that's kind of the nature of the relationship. It's maybe a bit toxic, maybe a bit self-destructive, but when it comes down to it, there's a real love and bond there. And no matter each other's qualities, their own decisions, their love, they can't really deny. I guess that's fine, but stick with it. Bullshire as a villain, I thought was fairly good, I said earlier when I did a video on the show a little bit ago that I think he has a good presence as a villain. I think he does. We find out more about his ties to the the Earp curse and everything, how Wynonna could be able to stop him. That was all pretty good. It was fun seeing Wynonna actually get the Revenants rallied around her. It's like completely 180, to like the initial premise of the show, but it was a lot of fun. And because a lot of the Revenants, I guess, do have more individual thought and stuff like that, and a lot of them may be redneck idiots, but Wynonna, she's very charismatic even without Peacemaker, who we see is what we see is now a flaming sword, which I think is cool. Although I question whether we'll never see it as the gun again. I thought the gun was gone too, but she pulled it out when she found Nedley at the end of the episode, so I'm kind of confused. But apparently the flaming sword is Peacemaker right now, not the gun, but the gun's still a gun, I guess. But yeah, Wynonna and her gun, Peacemaker, is sort of like the signature of the show, so I'm guessing the power will return to that eventually. But, with season 4, maybe they'll branch out into, like, other, creatures and stuff like that, like they did a little bit more this season. Maybe Wynonna using the sword will be kind of cool, when we see that a little bit more. Nedley actually threw in a fuck yeah at the end of the episode as well, so Syfy let him get away with that, which I think is fine. I think the Earps and everyone around would have said fuck a lot more times if they could have, so I'm good with it. And again, the Charlie thing was a bit out of left field, but again, added purpose to a character that otherwise didn't really have it. But it's a bit much. Okay, so now Wynonna slept with her sister's father, her mother's husband, and then at once. I think I need to. I don't know. It's fine. And then also Bobo. I was hoping they were going to do a little bit more with him than they did in these 2 episodes. They were teasing like some kind of redemption arc for Bobo, which they got a little bit of here and there. And Waverly freeing them is fine. I don't know. Are they going to bring him back again? I feel like that'd be a bit repetitive. But I was hoping he'd have more of a sort of big moment than he did. But besides that, I liked Wynonna Wilshire's fight. With the swords and everything. That was cool. Around the stairs. Wilshire apparently being some kind of reptilian demon thing himself. That was pretty good for what it was. And also Waverly and Nicole. Kind of with Waverly proposing to her, I thought was pretty sweet. But of course, it's cut off, so I'm sure we'll see that idea explored a little bit more in season 4. Maybe we'll get a wedding episode, which would just be wonderful to see in Wynonna Earp. I think it'd be great. But yeah, overall there's a lot more to talk about, with both. Melanie Scrofano looked great, by the way, like with her hair, like, they kept on talking about it in the episodes. But also, just when she was going around, you could see, like, her stomach. She's fit, she's definitely in shape, she had a baby and everything, and here she is looking, fierce as hell. So, yeah, definitely more to talk about, like I said, so feel free to comment below, and we can definitely talk about it more. I'd really like to, so please comment below. And, so, like I said, Daddy Lessons, rating about an 8.5, 8.6, Warpaint, rating around a 9 or 9.3 out of 10. So, yeah, really enjoyed Season 3, by far it's the best, I think. So, yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.